Welcome to TechVedek YouTube channel. Naam mat bhulna. So today I am presenting Samsung Galaxy S9 and Galaxy S9 Plus camera review. Review means my final verdict, my final opinion. So let's begin. The main feature of primary camera on each phone is new sensor and the physical variable aperture, which is the first of for any smartphone. Samsung is going to town talking about this. So let's see if it is live up to the hype. Main camera on the both phones has a 1/2.55 inch 12 megapixel sensor with the pixel size 1.4 microns, dual pixel autofocus system and 77-degree field of view. You now have the ability to change the aperture from f/2.4 to f/1.5. This is not simulated in software and you can actually see the aperture opening and closing. You can't select values between f/1.5 and f/2.4 as we haven't reached that level of engineering yet, but we have to say it's pretty cool by itself. So why would you need a variable aperture and where would be useful? The first and most obvious advantage of having a wider aperture f/1.5 is to let more light hit the sensor, which lets you capture brighter images with less noise. Since the shutter speed and ISO don't have to compensate as much. When we tested both the phones, landscape taken in low light had a little no noise. And in some shot, we were able to capture good details in object even at great distance. Dynamic range is also preserved well, and optical image stabilization helps in getting blur-free shot. Shutter lag is minimal, and the burst mode can be help you getting a usable photos even when shooting from a moving vehicle in low light. The second advantage of having a variable aperture is that you can control the depth of field or background blur in close-up shot. This is particularly useful during the day. In auto mode, the sensor mostly picks the narrower f/2.4 aperture when shooting outdoors during the day. As the sensor gets adequate light, the main sensor in the both phones can work wonders under the good lighting. The color tone is a bit on the warm side, which has typically been the case with all of the Samsung flagship in the recent past. Saturation levels can be also be bit aggressive at times, especially when shooting flowers or anything with the bright colors. Landscape exhibit good details, and Auto HDR does a good job in getting exposure right, even under the harsh sunlight. In Pro mode, you can manually switch between the two aperture and also tweak settings such as the shutter speed 10:1:24,000, light metering, autofocus area, white balance, color tone and exposure. You can enable RAW mode, which save JPG and RAW files. While it's great that we have the option to switch aperture, we often found ourselves leaving that up to the camera software to decide. You can play with it if you want more artistic freedom, but we think that most users will be happy with the result that the phone delivers. 240 fps slow motion video can now recorded at 1080p rather than 720p, which is welcome bump in quality. However, the main attraction is a brand new super slow mode which can shoot short bursts of video 960 fps. This is similar to what Sony did last year with the Xperia XZ Premium. The resolution of 960 fps video is only 720p, and you can choose to have either a single slow motion shot or take multiple bursts up to 20 in a single file when recording. The camera app is a lot easier to use than before. You can now rearrange the order of mode of icons and switch between them simply by swiping across the viewfinder. One big feature that Samsung has introduced with the Galaxy S9 series is AR emojis. AR emojis available for both the rear and front camera. AR emojis are animated avatars that are created and personalized using photos of your face. Coming to the telephoto lens on the Galaxy S9 Plus, this is the same unit that is used on the Galaxy Note 8. It's 12 megapixel sensor with an f/2.4 aperture and there is a 6 mm focal length. The field of view is narrower but you can get 2x optical zoom, which is good. You can switch the second sensor in some shooting modes for the both stills and video, and you can also use for the taking portraits. The live focus uses the main sensor to calculate depth while capturing image with the second one. You can vary the depth of the field before and after you have taken a shot, and also save the wide and zoom frames just like on the Note 8. The effect is good and the software does a good job with the edge detection too. If light isn't adequate enough to get decent shot with the secondary camera, live focus refuses to work. Also, hitting the 2x button in very low light simply triggers a digital zoom through the main camera lens instead of switching to the second camera telephoto lens. The Galaxy S9 might lack a second camera, but it can perform similar depth of field effect with its selective focus shooting mode. Unlike the Galaxy S9 Plus, you can't adjust the level of blur, but you can select whether you want to foreground or background in focus after taking shots. Edge detection isn't handled very well most of the time as compared to the Galaxy S9 Plus. The front camera on the both phones are once again 8 megapixel sensor with the f/1.7 aperture just like their predecessor. Image quality is good under the good lighting, although we found the photos lack the level of details that the Google Pixel 2 achieves. In low light, the screen flash is quite effective, but resulting images are often soft. There is a beauty mode which applies different style of makeup to your face, and we found that it often did not end well. So that's it for Samsung Galaxy S9 and Galaxy S9 Plus camera review. So thanks for watching TechVedic, always for you. सो अभी तक मेरे चैनल को आपने सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया, लाइक नहीं किया, कमेंट नहीं किया तो प्लीज़ करिए कमेंट, क्योंकि मैं इसी तरह टेक्नोलॉजी के ऊपर लेटेस्ट अपडेट लाते रहता हूँ, रिव्यू ओपिनियन लाते रहता हूँ और आपके टेक्नोलॉजी माइंड को रिफ्रेश करते रहता हूँ। तो जाहिर सी बात है मेरे चैनल को आपको सब्सक्राइब करना चाहिए, लाइक करना चाहिए और कमेंट भी करना चाहिए और अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर भी करना चाहिए। तो मैं मिलता हूँ मेरी अगली वीडियो। कीप स्माइलिंग एंड गुड बाय।